We put micronutrients in, so depending the grid sampling that I was talking about, sometimes it says you need to put lime out. And so that has to be done actually before you plant your crop. So we take the recommendations of Clemson most of the time, our extension agent, and try to put those into practice before the new crop season. Because sometimes by the time you realize it's a problem, you're having to plan for the next year. It's not something that you can actually fix right then. And soil is one of those things where it takes a while to raise or lower the pH if you need it. It's also important to check your water that you're using. People forget that you got to have decent water coming out if you're going to irrigate. And it also, something that I learned recently is when we were putting herbicides out on soybeans, we're mixing it with water, of course, but they're assuming that your water is a certain pH when they make those herbicides. So you have to make sure it actually is, or else you're going to have to change the way you do things if your water is not what they thought it would be when they did the test on the with herbicides. So we're constantly, the wells, the surface water, everything, we test that as well, just to make sure that what we're putting out is helping, not hurting the soil. You have to reuse this over and over again. I tell people, farmers are the most concerned people about the earth because it's how we make our living. So sustainability, farmers practice sustainability before it was cool to practice sustainability. Whatever we take out, we try to put back in, just not only for now, but the next generation. In order to use this and farm it, you can't ruin it. You don't want to ruin it under your watch. So that's one of the things that my dad was really big on and has always taught me. He said, it might cost more now, but later you'll be really glad that you forked it out and put the money in it to keep the land in good shape.